You might sometimes get a fifth letter that looks something like this. The original Myers-Briggs does not include a fifth letter, and the fifth letter is not covered in this book, which is the main source for this video series. I had to do a lot of research for this because I'm also not that familiar with the fifth letter. And this is also why I did not cover it in my Myers-Briggs intro video. Now, I cannot find any definite answer as to the origin of this fifth letter, but if you know a definite answer and you have like a really good source for that, please comment in the comment section below,
because I would be so interested in reading about it.
But it seems that the popular opinion is that it was added later in accordance to the Big Five theory of personality. The Big Five theory is a topic for another video, but for right now, all you need to know is that this theory states that there are 5 dimensions of personality: conscientiousness, agreeableness, neuroticism, openness to experience, and extroversion. People vary on where they score on these 5 scales. Supposedly, the fifth letter in the Myers-Briggs of either turbulent or assertive equates to the neuroticism trait scale in the Big Five theory of personality. Now, this seems pretty accurate to me, but without a valid source, I'm just gonna say that it's a good theory in my book as to the origin of this fifth letter. The popular 16personalities.com uses this fifth letter, so let's go ahead and address the meaning of it, which is far less ambiguous than the origin of this letter. Now, the fifth letter is the identity scale, which measures how confident we are in our skills and decisions. And it really dictates how we react to what life throws at us, whether it be success and failure, criticism from others, or unforeseen events. Now, the fifth letter that you'll get will be either turbulent or assertive, and any personality could be either one of those. Now, the other Myers-Briggs letter combinations are going to determine different types. For example, ENFJs are considered a different personality from ESFJs, simply because of the second letter difference. But ENFJ-T and ENFJ-A are still the same type, just with different confidence levels and reactions. The 4 traditional letters are considered measurements of our cognitive functions, while the fifth letter is more a reaction to events and behaviors. Now let's start breaking down the trait differences between the 2 letters. Turbulent types have higher self-doubt and lower confidence in their abilities. I like to think of turbulent types as playing defense in life because they remain vigilant for possible problems and try to correct them before they arise or grow. In order to combat self-doubt, they continually push themselves to greater and greater accomplishment. While too much stress is without a doubt harmful, many studies have proven that turbulent personalities can use stress and concern as effective fuel for growth. If this trait gets out of hand, turbulent types may not be able to let go of past regrets, insults, and criticisms, which could mentally paralyze them and blind them to positive opportunities. On the other hand, I think of assertive personality types as being on offense because they are confident, they are taking everything in stride, they are going for the goal, very little stress. These people are wearing their rose-colored glasses. There's just no time for them to fret about the past. They can also be very goal-oriented just as much as turbulent types, but they're going at it from more of a calm, confident stance rather than one of having to compensate for self-doubt and fears. Assertive people also report being happier than turbulent people and have an easier time coping with tough, unexpected situations. But just like the turbulent trait, the assertive trait needs a balanced amount. Confidence could grow to overconfidence and lead them to ignore potential problems or details that could mean the difference between success and failure. They may unwittingly encroach upon another's feelings if they are too absorbed in their own self-assurance. I think just like the traits in the traditional Myers-Briggs, we lean toward one side or the other, turbulent or assertive, but need a healthy amount of each to live effectively. Now, there's a lot of mixed opinions about whether or not the fifth letter should even be counted,
whether or not it's a good addition or not, whether or not it's helpful.
We know that it's not part of the Myers-Briggs traditionally, but some people consider it a very helpful addition, and some people just want to stick with the traditional. I'd like to hear your viewpoints down below, and if you do know more about the fifth letter than what I've given you here,
please tell me. I would love to know more about it.
I just could not find very many good sources or anything that seemed valid, so definitely hit me up in the comments section. I am more than willing to learn. I mean, I personally think that the fifth letter is kind of interesting. I think it adds another dimension. So just let me know your take on it. So whichever you tend to score, you're going to have a natural set of strengths that you can hone in order to live nothing less than your best life.